Good morning. Welcome back to another day in the life of a marketing manager. It's so gloomy outside, and on days like this, I'm so thankful that I work from home. Honestly, couldn't imagine having to transit my way to an office on a day like this where it's cold and rainy and just gray. I have a meeting in a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna work on preparing for that meeting first. After that, we can get into Notion. I have a pretty exciting announcement with my Notion, so I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But we'll figure out in Notion what I need to be working on today and what the overarching goals are for this week. But first, let's write up some notes for this meeting. Today I'd like to review some of the web developer's work and just make sure that she's completed everything on the SEO review doc. Okay, I finished my first meeting. Just checking my calendar to see what's coming up next, as well as what the next couple of weeks hold, just in case there are any specific things I need to do. I've been using VimCal and I've been loving it. It's such an efficient and effective calendar tool, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Let's dive into Notion and see what we have going on today. So my exciting announcement is that I've finally released my productivity dashboard on Notion. It's exactly the template that I've been using to manage YouTube, like any sort of content creation, my freelancing work, my ankle work, my 9-to-5 work. Pretty much my entire life gets managed with this specific system. It's taken me so long to create this because I really wanted to make sure that it was exactly how I wanted it in the most productive and effective way that I could create it, and that I've tried it over and over and sort of iterated on it so that it actually works as intended and can help you boost productivity and manage all of your tasks. I think I've finally nailed it down to exactly how I want it. I've converted all of my dashboards to this exact dashboard, so I'm super excited to finally launch it for you guys on Gumroad. Here is what my work dashboard looks like. So it starts out with some quick links, and then I have 3 sections here with tasks that needs attention, tasks that are due this week, and then tasks that are upcoming. I also have a board below where you can see all of the tasks in a calendar view. So I've recreated that exact layout in my productivity dashboard, which is available now. So I have quick links to all of the databases. I actually added one more super useful section where you can just see all of the objectives and projects that you're working on. And then after that, you can see the tasks that are overdue, the tasks that are due this week, and the tasks that are upcoming. And then again, calendar view, and I've added a timeline view as well. So you can sort of play around with that. I've made it as simple to use as possible, but of course I've also included an instructions sheet to tell you exactly how the dashboard works, how it's laid out, why it's laid out the way it's laid out, and then how you can just like jump right in and start organizing your tasks. I'll put the link to my Notion template in the description box below if you want to check it out. I am so relieved that I finally was able to get this out. A lot of people have been asking for this for so long now, and I felt so bad about not being able to get it out in time. But really, I just wanted to make it perfect and make it something that will work for everyone who uses it for work, for freelancing, for projects, whatever it may be. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Notion, but we're gonna jump into my work Notion now to see what I need to work on today. I'm gonna do a little bit of organizing in here, and then we'll chat about what I need to work on today. Okay, I think I've got today all figured out. I'm gonna start with drafting out some blog posts for product updates. We have been doing a bit of an SEO review for our website, and in turn I've decided to just plan out some more blog posts for this next little while. We actually haven't been creating any new blog posts for a while. This SEO review exercise has helped us sort of identify what old blog posts need updating, what new links we want to start adding to the blog post for our new products, for our new landing pages, but also it's shown me some gaps in the content that I would like to fill with new blog posts. One tip I can give that is super helpful for anyone who is looking to revamp their SEO or their content on their website is to use Google Search Console to look for your most visited pages and blog posts, and then go back to those pages and actually start linking in new content and new pages as much as you can. That way, because that page or blog post already gets good traffic, when they actually land there, they can discover more of your pages instead of landing there and then bouncing right away. After that, I want to just comb through both of our brand websites a little bit more and just see what pages I can redirect to other pages, what pages need updating. So I'll start creating a list of tasks based on that. We also have some pretty exciting structural changes going on in our team and company. So there's a few kind of confidential tasks that I need to work on, like reviewing some other websites to see where I can help out. Can't speak too much about it yet. I actually don't even know full details yet. We're still sort of in the planning phase of that, so I'm gonna be working on that as well. As I'm going through all this, I've also created a Excel doc where I can track some website stats and like changes that I'm working on. That way it just makes it easy for me to go back and be able to tell the team exactly what has been done and whether that action or task has brought any results moving forward. So those are the things that I am working on today. Before we get started with the rest of the day, I want to talk about today's video sponsor, which is Vimcal. Vimcal is the world's fastest calendar made for super busy people and their teams. It is one of the most feature-rich calendars I have ever come across, and for the price that it's at, it is so good. There's features like time zone conversions built in, meeting scheduling built in, so many keyboard shortcuts, even AI tools. So I'm gonna show you how I use all of that. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and I have been absolutely loving it and fully converted. I don't think I could use another calendar app after this. And the best part is they have a free iPhone app, and it is by far the best calendar app that I've used on the phone ever. So here's what Vimcal looks like. First of all, the UI is absolutely amazing. They make it super easy for you to just add in a block in your calendar. So if I just hit C, you'll see that it pulls up the creation tab, and at the top there's an additional space for you to type so that you can just type what you need to do, the time for it, and it'll automatically put it in instead of having to actually click through, type the title, put the time in, etc. So I can be like, film vlog content on Thursday at 21st at 12 p.m. for 1 hour, and then you can hit Command Enter and it'll automatically put that into your calendar. Vimcal is also the best calendar to have if you have a lot of meetings. So instead of having to pay for another subscription for a scheduling or availabilities tool, you can just hit A, select some times that work for you. So maybe I can do these times, and then it'll show all of the times that you listed plus exactly what the text will look like when you need to send it to someone. And then when you hit Command C, it'll copy that exact text into your clipboard. So now when I'm ready to send that email, all I have to do is click Command V or paste, and it'll copy that exact format into your email for you. When the recipient of your email is ready to book a time, they can just click the link and see all of the availabilities that you've set out. Another super cool feature that they have is time travel, which is them showing you all of the different time zones that you want to look at. So you can hit Z or click this over here, select the different time zones that you want to look at. So let's say I want to talk to my manager who's in London, but then I also want to CC somebody into the meeting who works on the East Coast, and it'll kind of show you some overlapping working times that are available. So between these three specific time zones, all the grayed out areas are are not working hours, so between 8 to 6 or 9 to 5. You can set your working hours in the settings, but it'll show between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. my time is actually a great time to schedule meetings with both of these time zones because it falls under their working hours as well. If you want to get super organized in 2024, make sure you try out VimCal. I'll have all the links in my description box below. Like I said, the iPhone app is free, so if you're not ready to commit to a paid desktop app yet, which TBH, I think it's worth it, I would 100% download the iPhone app and try that. All right, I'm actually going to do some planning and time block the rest of my week as well as next week, so let's do that. Okay, back inside of VimCal we go. I just want to spend some time blocking for my week because there's a few things I know I need to get done next week. Review website. All right, I'm trying to think about what to eat. I'm cold, holy crap, it is freezing. I think I'm gonna make a little onion pancake. My partner does these amazing onion pancakes with eggs. So I'm gonna try to recreate one. So he usually puts an egg. I'm gonna put 2. So we get some extra protein in. Frying one of these like frozen onion pancakes that you can get at any Asian grocery. And then once the pancake is sort of how you want it, you pour the egg and then you put the pancake on top. And so it sort of forms to one side of the pancake, and then he will finish that up, put hoisin sauce and sriracha, and then like fold it up. And it is so freaking good. So I am excited. We've also started to keep our green onion, instead of in the fridge, we put it in water to let it continue to grow. And it is a great way to keep your onions for longer. However, what you have to remember to do is to switch up the water. If not daily, then every couple of days. I always give the onions a little rinse, and then sort of like rinse out the cup a couple of times as well. And then fill it back up with water. But look at how much it grows. And then if there are parts that look like they're not doing so well, I just pluck it. And then you can sort of harvest as you go. So it is growing some new stems, but when I need, ooh, are you okay, sir? When I need some green onion, I just pluck some, and then I can trim that onto my food. That's what it looks like. And then all you have to do is fold it over. You have yourself a little green onion pancake omelet situation. I feel like I could have fried the pancakes a little longer so they're crispier, but still so good. All finished with my lunch, so I am now back on working on these blog posts. I've sort of typed up a list of some blog posts that I want to write, so now I am working on writing one of them. This one is a product feature announcement showcasing our new feature, which is letting users create or like select themes before they send out their invoices. So now you can select a color and select a designer-made theme to make your invoice more eye-catching and professional. So I've created some graphics within Figma. I did this one to show what the actual themes section in the app looks like, and then this one to show what the actual theme looks like when you send the invoice to your client. So I'm gonna add these graphics to my blog post and then finish writing this blog post, and then we can figure out what I wanna work on next. It's hard for me to write too many blog posts in a day, like more than just a couple, because my brain starts to go to mush and I feel like my quality of writing starts to go down. So I might do 1 or 2 blog posts and then move on to some other SEO tasks. All done with the new blog post. So here it is. I created this graphic. I actually ended up changing the background color to suit what our product update blog posts look like. And then I left this one as is, but that is 1 blog post down. Okay, let's go. I absolutely hate how early it gets dark. Like, my workday isn't even done and it is literally pitch black outside. It looks like it's nighttime. I feel like my energy levels automatically start to decrease as soon as the sun sets. So you see why now I say I'm not a winter girly. It's not just about the fact that it's freezing cold and I hate that. It's also just the darkness. Like, I'm so much of a sun baby. It's nuts. Okay, anywho, I just got back from a little walk with Mika. I think I'm gonna wrap up the day with no more blog posts. I'm just gonna go over and review both the Cashew site as well as the Truly Small site, so our 2 brand sites, and just start crafting some notes on what, I guess, like whether there are any changes I want to make, and if I notice anything that I could mention that would help for our strategy for 2024. End of the year always gets my brain thinking about what we're gonna do in the next year, how we're gonna tackle things differently, how can we improve on some of the things that already exist, or like, you know, whether it's our processes or our content or our strategy. I'm definitely finding myself more and more in that mode now. So I want to take advantage of that energy and just try to, yeah, just evaluate everything that we have done this year and see where we can improve. I ended up finishing 2 blog posts today, and then a 3rd one I wrote, but I need to create the graphics for. So I think I'll go over the sites and then maybe create the graphics for this blog post and then call it a day, because it's like 4 p.m. now. All right, I am officially calling it. I'm done for the day. I think I'm gonna make some dinner now. I do have some leftovers that I wanna heat up, and then I'm just gonna have it with some pita, because my partner made, well, he made both curry and like this Moroccan style soup, which was delicious. So I'm just gonna go down and see which one I feel like eating today. I'm currently reading The Maid by Nita Prose, and I really wanna get back to it. I haven't made it super far. Where'd my bookmark go? What the heck? Yeah, so not very far at all, but it isn't a very long book, so I do feel like I could potentially finish this tonight, which, anywho, I'm not gonna talk too much about it in this vlog because I am doing a reading vlog, so stay tuned for the reading vlog. Oh yeah, the second channel. If you haven't gone to follow me on there yet, I'm just gonna assume that you don't love me. No, I'm fully kidding. I'm gonna assume that it's because you're not interested in book content, which is totally fine. That's no biggie. But if you missed my last video where I talked about this, I did start a second channel. It's linked in the description box below. I actually had 2 videos on there from way back when that were Chinese vlogs. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the Chinese vlogs on that channel just cause I don't know if there's an audience for it, and also like the people in China can't even see my vlogs. We'll see. I'll see how I feel about that aspect of it, but I have been wanting just talk about books more as I'm reading more, and that has been like my happy space for me to chat books without having to worry about the algorithm. So if you want to hear about the books that I'm reading, if you want to watch reading vlogs and other sort of just more casual vlogs, feel free to go and follow that channel. I will love you lots and lots and lots if you do. I actually have another video that I want to edit. I'll see how I feel about editing it tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow, but another book related video that I need to get up on that channel. All right, I made pasta instead because it was just one of those nights. I'm so excited to dig in. So it's just gonna be me and my pasta and Tana's canceled podcast, and then probably reading for the rest of the night. So I'll probably just end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching today's day in the life. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, feel free to comment and I will get back to you ASAP. Me and my pasta bid you farewell. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.